Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 8 of Season 5 of our FIFA 12 Bolton Wanderers Manager Mode commentary. And first off, I just want to apologise, this has taken a little bit of time to come out, but nonetheless we have 3 matches for you this episode. First off, we have an away match against West Ham in the Premier League, should be able to get at least something from that game. Then we have a home game in the Carling Cup against Watford, should be able to progress to the next round. And then lastly we have an away match against Leeds United in the Premier League, should also be able to get something from that game, but Leeds are a very tough opponent at home. Anyway, looking at the Premier League table now, and we are in first place with 22 points, 2 points ahead of Chelsea and 4 points ahead of Manchester United in third place and Liverpool in fourth place. It's all very close at the top, so it's going to be quite exciting in these coming weeks. And at the bottom of the table is poor old Blackburn Rovers on 5 points. So on to last episode's goal of the episode, and as voted by you guys, it was the Luka Modric goal against Manchester City in the 90th minute to steal all 3 points, surely because of the huge importance it had, and thank you guys for voting on that. But now on to our first match of the episode against West Ham, and their team is looking pretty damn good. They have Demba Ba and Sebastian Frey, who used to play for Fiorentina as goalkeeper. I think he's moved on to another team in Italy now, I'm not really too sure. I think he plays for Genoa or Genoa, however you pronounce it. But anyway, back to the match now, and we get off to a good start. Ibra and Shaqiri linking up quite well, then Ibra with some crazy skills get past the defenders, and then his shot is well saved by Sebastian Frey, comes out to Lee Chong-yong, but his cross to Falcao, he is already offside. But look at this skill there from Ibra, does some crazy little skill there, gets past the defenders, doesn't quite pan out, but he does manage to get past them anyway. And Ibra is just such a fantastic player to use. He is just such an awesome player. He does some crazy skills there, and I have no idea how to do any skills at all. Trust me, I have no idea. I just flick the analog stick and Ibra just does anything he wants to. He's such an awesome player. And yet again, linking up with Falcao, he's got a little bit of space and time, tries for the shot, and yet again a good save there by Sebastian Frey. But West Ham did have an attack of their own. Jonas playing through Demba Ba here, and Subotic is trying to contain him, but a good shot, but a good save also by Mandanda. Throws it, and that's an absolutely terrible throw there by Mandanda. And Demba Ba yet again on the attack. Subotic just thrown off by Demba Ba, crosses into Montano, and his shot just blasted high and wide. And at half time it was West Ham 0, Bolton 0, and I'm quite concerned by the fact we aren't really taking our chances, but nonetheless we aren't currently keeping a clean sheet. But look at this for a through ball to Falcao. Can he score the chance? No, he can't. Just slots wide there, and Shaqiri and Ibra with some synchronised clapping. I don't know what's going on there whatsoever. But yet again on the attack now, Ibra got so much space and time, the defenders are not marking him. He tries for the shot with his weaker foot, and another good save by Sebastian Frey, and eventually cleared out. But West Ham aren't just decided to sit there, they come on the attack once again. O'Neill linking up with Demba Ba here. Demba Ba picks up the ball and then fires a shot, and look at that for a save by Mandanda. What a fantastic save that was, just out of the bag. He come under a lot of criticism lately and a lot of stick, but that was a fantastic save. But yet again we're on the attack. Ibra and Falcao, some good link up play, then he tries for the finesse but just goes over. And a lot of you guys have been telling me not to use the finesse with Ibra, instead just to smash it, and I do try to, but sometimes I just think, right, I'll try the finesse, and then usually it just screws up. But nonetheless, towards the end of the match it sort of became a bit uninteresting. Not really much happened, you know, Tioto with a typical robust tackle, but in terms of creativity there wasn't really much happening, and he tries to set through Luka Modric here, but he can't quite get on the end of it. And at full time it was West Ham 0, Bolton 0, so I'm quite happy with the point. Obviously I would much rather have all 3 points, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. But anyway, on to our second match now against Watford in the Carling Cup, and always in the Carling Cup I'm playing a weaker side, so a lot of my first team can get their stamina and their fitness back up for the next Premier League match. But against Watford here, especially at home, I was kind of expecting this to be an absolute humiliation and a thrashing, but Watford actually got off to a really good start in the really opening stages of it. Marvin Sordell plays through Ghana, and Yusi Yaskalainen, what the hell are you doing? The slowest reactions humanly possible. He just drops to the ground. He doesn't even attempt to stop it. He just drops to the ground, and Watford go 1-0 up against me. I was really surprised by that, especially at home as well. But Andre Santos after that Lee Chong-yong through ball, and what a terrible, terrible tackle that was. Hernandez just on the edge of the area, drops to the ground there. I'm not really too sure if it is a penalty. Let's have a look at the replay here. He does get some of the ball, but also catches Hernandez. I'm not really sure if it is a penalty or not, but Falcao steps up and equalises, and after all that time Watford just give away a stupid penalty, and now we can go on the counter attack and be a lot more attacking. And I know a lot of you guys have been leaving comments saying, oh, your style of play is too defensive, you only score on the counter attack, all your goals are the same. But to be honest guys, that is my style of play. If you don't enjoy it, then I'm sorry, I'm not going to be changing it anytime soon. But nonetheless, Lee Chong-yong does make it 2-1 to complete the comeback, and after that nothing really was happening. You know, we were trying to break through, trying to get that 3-1 and sort of kill off the match, match, but we just couldn't really find that killer ball, and it just seemed that way. Watford were quite happy to sit back and, you know, keep us out, keep us back, and Watford really were becoming quite hard to break down. We tried to go over the top to Modric, but just can't quite find the through ball, and then Paul Robinson went off injured, so we had to bring on Chris Cheetah. I think I'm pronouncing that incorrectly still, but oh well, really, I still can't pronounce his name. But nonetheless, in the 37th minute we finally have another chance. Luka Modric lays it off to Hernandez, and he just blasts it in on the edge of the area, in the back of the net, to make it 3-1, and that really was a great strike by Hernandez. Just smashed it in. The goalkeeper couldn't get down low enough, fast enough, and at half time it was Bolton 3, Watford 1, so it looks like we are going through to the next round of the Carling Cup, and we set Hernandez through on goal here, but he just can't quite get away from the defender. Then eventually it is cleared out, but Andre Santos tackles the defender really poor there, should have just tried hoofing out instead, and he crosses it in, and of course it is the header goal by Falcao to make it 4-1 just after half time. That was a great cross from Andre Santos and a really good header by Falcao. Yet again it is a header, but you know, a style of play yet again, guys, that's what's going to happen. And Hernandez tries to get past the defence there, but can't quite break through. Watford did then come on the attack in the 88th minute, a really poor cross there, but it comes out to Yeats, who then just goes inside the penalty area without any sort of challenge, passes it across to Forsyth, and he does make it 4-2 in the 90th minute. I'm not really too bothered, the AI is always going to sweat their goals, but we do have a 2-goal advantage, so we should be able to win this game comfortably now. But Luka Modric on the attack, picks up the ball there, he's much more confident after coming back from injury, and David Ngog, who came on as a substitute, lays it over the top to, and he just smashes it in the back of the net to make it 5-2 in the 90th minute. That really was a fantastic goal. They just smashed it in. Goalkeeper no chance at all, and that was the full-time result. Bolton 5, Watford 2, and we are through to the next round of the Carling Cup. And Paul Robinson is now out injured with a sprained ankle. He's probably never going to play for us ever again now because of that injury, and you know, he is only going to play in the Carling Cup up. But anyway, on to our third and final match now of the episode against Leeds United, and our team is looking a lot stronger than it is in the Carling Cup, and hopefully we can come away from this with 3 points. We have been dropping a couple of points lately in the Premier League, but hopefully we can get 3 points in. We actually get off to a good start here. Falcao playing through Ibra, and he just takes it on the turn, it takes it past the defender, just going a bit more further and goal, and has a shot, good save by the keeper, and eventually cleared up. But yet again we're on the attack. Luka Modric on the ball, not really too many options, but sees Ibra on the ball, takes a touch, and then just smashes it just wide of the post on his weaker foot, and that was pretty much all the chances until the 30th minute, as Leeds finally had a chance. Look at this from a corner, plays through Luciano Becchio, then he tries to chip Mondana, came really close there, but a good stop from Mondana as he just tracks back to catch it. But Falcao here snatches it off the defender, through on goal. He's got the pace on the defender, can he put it into the back, and they just have to take it past him, tries to, but then is a good tackle by the defender and eventually cleared out. But yet again on the attack here, the ball wasn't cleared out enough, and Ibra takes it past the defender like he isn't even there, and has a shot, but another good save by the keeper and eventually cleared out with the tackle. But nonetheless on the attack once again, and Luka Modric takes it past the defenders, tries for the shot, and yet again another good save by the keeper. And at half time it was Leeds United 0, Bolton 0. I have no idea how we hadn't scored in the first half, as we had so many chances, but nonetheless we're on the attack just after half time, and look at that for some beautiful passing, and then Ibra just takes it in his stride with the finesse in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And look at that passing move, that was absolutely fantastic, and into the top corner by Ibra, and we are now 1-0 up and on course for 3 points. And yet again on the attack, Luka Modric picks up the ball, lays it off to Shaqiri, whose shot is just wide of the post, really unlucky there, and it could have been 2-0 and the game over. Yet again Snodgrass on the ball, lays it over the top to Luciano Becchio. McCormack tries to get on the ball, and then look at that for a shot, and another good save by Mondanda. He has been quietly quite a good player for me recently, but nonetheless he is making some good saves in this game. But Snodgrass on the wing yet again crosses into Becchio, and that header really should have been on target and in the back of the net. Mondana was off his line and going the wrong direction, but nonetheless he really should have taken that chance. But Howson on the wing now crosses in here to Luciano Becchio, and this time his header does go in the back of the net to equalise. Quite disappointed with that. I kind of wanted to keep my clean sheet and get all 3 points, but nonetheless we make a couple of substitutions, bring on Hernandez and Lee Chung in, but it doesn't make any difference at all as the match finishes. Leeds 1, Bolton 1, so we yet again in the Premier League we drop points, but we are top of the table with 24 points, 11 on points with Newcastle and Liverpool, and 1 point ahead of Chelsea and Everton. Man City have dropped off quite a fair bit, and so have Manchester. It's really close at the top though. Just look at the table, it's very close with 20 points and 24 points separating first and 8th place. place, sorry, 9th place. But now it's time for goal of the episode, and first we have the Luka Modric goal against Watford in the Carling Cup, where David Ngog lays it over the top, and then Modric just smashes it into the back of the net. That was a fantastic goal by Modric. And then we have the passing move against Leeds United, that beautiful passing play, and then Ibra just finesses it into the back of the net. So please leave a comment on which one you think should be this episode's goal of the episode, and then I will show you guys the next one in the next episode. But now it's time for player of the episode, and this one was quite a hard decision to make, but I'm going to have to give it to Steve Mandanda. He made a load of great saves, especially in the Leeds match, this one here in particular, so I'm going to have to give it to him. If you have any other opinion, please leave it in the comment section below, and I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.